The Three Gorges Dam is a project constructed in the Yangtze River in China, designed to create millions of kilowatts worth of energy for nearby cities. However, the dam has created many issues in the environment, such as landslides, floods, and as well as influencing how the tectonic plates shift, causing what is known as dam quakes. These problems aren't well known, and we will discuss with two local Chinese citizens. One will be a student, one will be working in China, as well as students from other nations, in order to see what is well known in the country of China about the Three Gorges Dam. Have you ever seen the Three Gorges Dam before?
Not in real life. No.
Never in real life? Okay.
首先第一个问题，我没有去过三峡大坝，但是我看过它的图片和一些影视资料，我感觉非常雄伟壮观，因为本来三峡的地貌就很漂亮。
Went to the Three Gorges Dam last summer on a cruise trip. I think it's totally magnificent, and the view of the gorges are breathtaking.
Do you know what it's supposed to do in China? What are the benefits of it?
I guess it's an alternative form of like energy, hydroelectric source of energy.
Right. It's supposed to be a non-pollutant form of energy, and its main goal was to stop floods in China, as well as produce more energy than any other dam in the world. One of the benefits was that it produces 84 billion kilowatts of electricity every hour. But so that's a lot.
第二个问题，你认为三峡大坝对中国有利吗？首先它肯定是有利的，不然国家也不会耗费人力物力去盖这么个东西。据我所知，三峡大坝的好处主要体现在，首先说航运，当地比较落后，建了大坝以后航运很方便。其次就是防洪，最主要的就是电力、能源这些的供应。
Speaking of the advantage of the project is flood control, and flood has been a huge problem throughout Chinese history. We have this story called 大禹治水. So 大禹was in charge of the flood control, and his crew has passed his home 3 times, and he didn't even have the chance to go home with his kids and wife. Looms economy in the cities alongside Yangtze River.
But would you be aware of any of the problems that are kind of controversial about the dam?
I heard that it might affect the environment around it when you build the dams, like its construction process. Like maybe landslides or like I'm not very sure. Or maybe like dislocation of communities who live around the area. Maybe I'm not sure. And biological ecosystems too. Yeah, probably that.
I mean, yeah, you're all correct. Landslides have been a huge issue. There's been a lot of water building up soil at the end of the dam, and it's been causing a lot of tremors on the land around it. One of the more controversial topics is that it had to move about 14 million people outside of the region that it was built, and it still hasn't been able to compensate all of these people. Some of them have been paid 50 yuan a month for being relocated. And as for the biodiversity of the area, it has stopped the flow of a river, so it's actually causing more floods downstream for some reason. And the Yangtze River has been at the lowest it has ever been in the past 140 years after the dam was created. So it's clear that there's a few little problems about it.
But is this a correlation as with the creation of the dam, or is it just a trend in general because of climate change and global warming in the first place?
And see, that's the question that it's still yet to be answered. There is a correlation with the dam, but is there causation? People don't exactly know. that there's no links that can completely confirm this. But what we do know is that there are specific problems involving people being moved. Those are confirmed. The environmental problems could have multiple factors for sure.
第三个问题，你觉得大坝有没有很多问题？这个大坝是有问题的。我看过一篇报道，是说在下修大坝这个决策之前，其实相关的一些人员已经预测到会出现很多问题了，但是权衡之后还是决定修。现在出现的问题有之前预测到的，也有之前没有预测到的，当然也有预测到没有发生的。现在大家比较熟知的一个问题就是环境污染，有很多河里的稀有的鱼类开始消亡，包括也开始影响到路面上的一些东西。
But it did have many problems that's hard to neglect, such as it changed the environment in the Yangtze River, so some rare fishes just kind of die out. Also, people believe that a few earthquakes are caused by the Three Gorges Dam.
So would you think that the dam does more harm than it does good, or do you think that it's beneficial towards China, being that it has to provide a lot of power for those on the East Coast?
I think you'd have to look at like the economic figures too, like how much is it bringing in for China? I'm not sure what the supply is, but I would assume that that's actually I'm not sure if China still has to import energy to meet their needs.
Right.
Does this divert? They do still.
So they still rely a lot on coal. Initially, like from Russia and everything, but due to geopolitical reasons, they have been cutting back down on relying on fossil fuels and everything. So China has been a global leader in terms of renewable energy, and I think they've got like this dam, not just the dam, they also do solar power and everything else, and I think that's a great aspect. I think with the recent focus on climate change and global warming, I think it is a good step forward. And I think beyond that, whether benefits it brings to China, it's not just that, it's also a form of nationalism. I know people are very proud that China was able to manufacture such an engineering feat, because it is an engineering feat, right? Or just on the sheer size of it. Even though it took many years, because it was first initiated from Sun Yat-sen, which is like way before the Civil War, and it was only built like after the Civil War and stuff like that. People are actually very proud that, you know, to show that China is capable of doing this kind of thing. So I think not just geography, the benefits it brings about, maybe not so much of just environment, but also somewhere beyond economic and social wise, you know, people are happy about it. It's one of the few things that they can, you know, proudly say that this was an engineering feat that was led by China. So I guess that's also one aspect to think about.
第四个问题是出现了这些弊端以后，我们觉得修大坝值不值得？我觉得整体综合的来考量还是值得的，因为没有一项公共决策它是没有坏处，都是好处的。大坝尽到了它应该尽的责任。
Do you think that the dam should remain running in China and continue to do what's worth? It's already been constructed, of course.
Yeah, that's right.
But if they were to continue, if they were to continue doing projects like this, for example, they want to be able to connect the Yangtze River to northern rivers in order to increase the water supply for northern cities. Do you think that I should continue on engineering projects such as this?
I mean, if there's other ways of like creating a pipeline that would cause like fewer negative consequences, then maybe this wouldn't be that good of an option. But so far, I feel like all the problems right now are like short-term problems. As long as they're able to like find like small solutions to like kind of resolve them, I think actually the long-term benefits of this is actually a lot. Yeah. So I still support it, honestly.
All right. Thank you guys so much for your time. I very much appreciate it.
最后一个问题是环境更重要还是能源更重要啊？其实这不是一个可以选择的一个问题，其实两个都很重要，缺一不可。但是环境保护确实在 最近中国发展中逐渐提上了日程，我们也提出了绿水青山就是金山银山这样的一些理念。所以我觉得可能说在经济已经有很大发展，国力也逐渐强盛这样的现在的中国，我们有能力也有时间去把更多的目光放在环境上，可能现在来说环境比能源要重要一点儿。
But overall, I think it does more benefit to us because we certainly do not want to see the flood that happened in 1998 again.
So, after conversing with students at Beida Shui from multiple different countries such as Singapore, Philippines, and Canada, and after talking to a graduate student here at Beida, as well as a fellow employee at Beijing who is originally from Tianjin, I have discovered that even after being informed of the dangers, a lot of the people who are working in China, particularly Beijing, really think that the dam's benefits outweigh the damage that it may cause. However, one concern that the employee in Beijing from Tianjin would have brought is the floods and the danger that the floods can bring to people, such as the flood in 1998 that led to the cause of death to approximately 1,400 to 3,000 people. I've discovered that many of them would prefer to argue that the government knows what it's doing, and even if the controversies have been led to play, the government has already thought about those before going through with these constructions. And with all the following problems, they are fully confident that the government is able to fix these for them. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope this has been able to inform you very greatly on how Chinese students and Chinese employees view the problems that their nations have been dealt. Thank you.